in May 2020. So, what your team have achieved with the great leadership that you have put in, Bharat, is just awe-inspiring. If you would just step in and give us a few moments of further inspiration and just speak to us about your month of June 2020 or your team's month. Go ahead, Bharat.
Well, good morning, and I start off with congratulating Roger Davis and thanking you, especially putting this on the slide. It's a great effort, I think, being outside of the box, and I didn't realize that, we really are making bigger impact to our own groups, our base up, and overall to the company. Yeah? Yes, it is. I didn't expect, that many recruits, but again, it's all down to momentum. I think that's the one key word is the momentum and passion. You have to be patient, to be patient to get the results. I think that's the one thing. The one thing I would like to pass down to. Doesn't matter whether you are on bottom of the list. It's just being there and then doing the activities, and eventually that lead to the momentum. And when the momentum catch up, then that's where you are looking for. That's the moment all are just dying for, and everybody love to be here. But one time I was there as well in anyone's shoes, and that's why the key thing to remember is that simply. We all are a star, but some stars start at the bottom or stay for a bit longer. Some stars just rise up and be on the top. And I was lucky to be sometimes on the top in the company. And it is being in the bottom and the top is the same. The only thing is the feeling is slightly different. And then you just feel being on the top, even though you're on the bottom of the top. So that is the key thing I would like to pass the message. And without any further ado, I would like to thank you, all the leaders who put their tremendous efforts, and without teamwork, dream work doesn't happen anyway. So I would like to thank you, especially group leader Bim Lawati, Parvahang Rai, and Binod Kurum, who did the two of them did second 10 by 10, and about to be now in the process of management excellence, and then going to be EVP soon. So second one is young, energetic Binod Kurum, who is he's not here. He is in Brunei at the moment, but he's doing 10 by 10 so easily, and he's quite young but very energetic leaders who can see already how the Genistar is going and how he's where he's going as well. So and without any delay, I would like to thank you for your best month and best leadership as well. We have got three group leaders, Phobi Rai, Parvahang Rai, and Binod Kurum. I mean, they are becoming promoted as well as, they qualified for 10 by 10. And we have got two senior team leaders and then 19 team leaders. I just left out 20 team leaders, in fact. I left out one. So, he was just complaining later on, but sorry for that. But I will just put that on the name. So one team leader is left out for promotion. I would like to thank you very much. Without your effort, without the momentum, this wouldn't have happened. And it is so glad that Genistar, at the end of the day, set a record of, the highest top 5 income honor last week, and highest, setting recruiter setter, and then probably highest, Roger Davis was highest last month. So I think every individual, the events we have set a record, and that is where we are going at the moment. I think as a team, if the John Flynn would have been here, I was talking with Aileen, and I was just kind of becoming emotional at the time that, he talks like a John Flynn now, because he always thanking us, well done, it's keep going, that's what you need to do, you're so proud of you. And so it's kind of words really matters to us and to all of us, I think, because we are, at the end of the day, we are human beings, and then we need support, we need motivation, we need mindset and everything. It's a mutually supported business, and that's the key thing we need to understand this one, right? But to be, for those, I think, who are probably new, absolutely new, we just probably joined a couple of days ago, maybe, or maybe just a group leader, or maybe about to become EVP or any rank, it doesn't matter. I think to be in the business, I don't say it's easy, it's tough. That's why you need to understand from the scratch that we need to have a positive mental attitude and positive mindset. Attitude makes a huge difference. And the job, we have got a job, but we need more than that. I think job mindset is different one, but we need kind of entrepreneur mindset that we along the journey of becoming you someone, we are all becoming someone, in fact, because in the process of becoming someone, you will definitely have a setbacks, you will definitely have a stress, little bit stress, and you will definitely have a frustrations, right? But the thing is that you need to understand that you need to understand that the frustration, everyone frustration, you need to transfer that into the fuel, right? And then you think positive and have a strong mindset that things will happen, but still you keep going, be patient until you get the results, right? And then one thing I learned while I was in the army, and then at the same time, I got a chance to put in practice in Genistar. It's simply whether you say that you first you have to think it, you have to conceive it, and you have to plan it, you have to take actions. Always three things happen to achieve anything, even making a tea or just doing a big thing or a small thing. It doesn't matter. You need to think in your mind first, right? And you plan and action, right? But when I found that in the primary class, that super hierarchy, building a super hierarchy, build it in mind, build it in paper, and build it, and just action, right? So three things. Always three things. Anything, it happens, three things, right? So if you think, if you want to do it, if you dream it, then you plan it, and then you take actions. And if you build it in mind, you definitely, this goal is simple as that. If you just build a goal, sometimes people say that, set a goal and,